In this video, we'll be talking about Meghan Markle and Spotify. Stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe for more videos and hit the bell. Spotify recently, they have asked Meghan Markle indirectly, not directly, that they want the podcasts, all of them that they are hosting right now, they need those podcasts to be promoted. Therefore, Meghan Markle and people who are involved with Spotify must come forward and help Spotify to get those message out so that people will tune in to their podcast, making it a successful business.
But now Spotify wanted to ramp up the publicity, go on chat shows, do interviews, that sort of thing, in order to make sure that people are aware of upcoming podcasts, the guests that they possibly will have, and how it's going to pan out. So far, according to a very good source, and as ever, allegedly, she doesn't seem keen, and this is the basic forefront, isn't it, of a product.
Voila, Meghan Markle refused. She said, I'm not going to be involved in promoting your podcast for whatever reason it is. We do not know exactly why Meghan declined. She's refusing to take part in the promotion of her own podcast even. Obviously, it has to be her own podcast. She said, I'm not doing it. Nope, not happening. Here are a few reasons why that might be the case. Number one, Meghan is too busy. Well, a lot of people will argue she has to take care of two kids, young babies. She has to take care of this Montecito 16 bathroom, I think, a mansion. She has to take care of a little boy, Harry. She has to take care of the British royal family, how she's dealing with them all the time, fighting. It takes time, quite honestly, fighting with people. So she is too busy. However, at the same time, you have other people saying, no, she's not too busy. Because Spotify is paying her almost $30 million US. Why she would not spend time for them when she's getting paid that much? Doesn't make any sense. If you're employed by somebody, you need to give them time. They are your priority. But Meghan Markle doesn't think that way. So no, we cannot say that she is too busy. Number two reason, according to many people, she does not believe in it. Means whatever she is doing with Spotify is temporary. She is just going out to test public sentiment, public reaction, opinion, how they will react to this. And she doesn't really think Spotify in a long term. Therefore, she doesn't want to do anything. Means she doesn't really believe anything that she is saying for Spotify. Whatever she is uttering, all this nonsense, crazy stuff, it is something Meghan Markle knows herself that will not cut it. She doesn't really believe what she is saying. Another point could be she thinks of herself too high. I have so much high status. Oh my God, I am, Duchess of Sussex. I cannot be like other people going out and groveling to people and saying, hey, please listen to my podcast. No, that's not going to happen. I am Her Royal Highness. That's not going to happen. So Meghan Markle is like, no, this is not for me. For a person like me from the royal family, should not be doing this. Stay away from defaming the British monarch. I cannot put the British monarch on the spot. That could be the reason why Meghan Markle is not promoting, believing she is too high for that. Another reason, and which is very obvious, is that this whole podcast is a total failure. And it is going to be a failure in the coming days. Whatever she is saying right now, it is all backfiring. The podcast people are not even tuning in. The only clips that we hear, some of the conversation is coming from, free sources like YouTube. People will post some of the things that she is saying, not going to Spotify website, downloading the whole podcast and listening. People are not making that much effort.
That's what you do if you're a celebrity. Get out there and promote it, because if you don't, then seemingly, people will forget about it very quickly. Their sort of argument back, the team from Archwell, is simply that everybody knows it's there already. So what's it going to be? If everybody knows it's there already, are you suggesting then that people simply don't want it?
So far, Spotify, they're convinced that this is not picking up, it is not taking off, and at the same time, Meghan Markle knows this is a complete failure. Had it not been a failure, had it not been this miserable, she would have bragged about it. Okay, trust me, she would have come on national TV everywhere saying, oh, look at my podcast. It is such a success. I take all the credit because I am Meghan Markle. Number 5 reason, she doesn't want to take any criticism. She doesn't want to face any criticism by peddling her crazy ideas in a public platform. She would be like, I don't want to be criticized anymore, please. That could be another reason why she is staying away from promoting her podcast, because again, she doesn't want to face criticism. She cannot handle criticism. She cannot handle negative views and ratings. And this is the case with Meghan Markle throughout her career. And this is my last point, guys. Netflix, as we know, and they have reported actually yesterday, I saw in the news, they have lost 1 million subscribers this year. 1 million people, like a whole city, right? Maybe 2 cities, who knows? They have tuned out from Netflix. When we talk about Netflix, what comes to our mind, especially if you're listening to what I'm saying, or if you are somebody who is in touch with the British monarchy news, you know what comes to your mind when we talk about Netflix, right? What? Meghan and Harry, the docu-series. 1 million subscribers tuning out for Netflix. You cannot dismiss by saying, no, it has nothing to do with Meghan and Harry. Nothing. In fact, when I read your comments, by the way, I read all your comments. When I read your comments, a lot of the time, you guys have mentioned how you have canceled Netflix simply because they are promoting Meghan and Harry. When we talk about Spotify now these days, we also think about who? Meghan. Therefore, people know that Netflix was a big flop and we need to tune out because of Meghan and Harry's docuseries. We also need to tune out from Spotify. People who did not like Meghan Markle will not subscribe to Spotify because they will come to this realization that, look, this girl, she's really, really crazy. We should not be listening to what she has to say. Just like Netflix, Meghan Markle is convinced Spotify would also lose a lot of subscribers. People are not going to download anything. Therefore, she doesn't want to take that risk for Spotify and say to the people, hey, come listen to what I have to say, all the crazy stuff. We have seen what happened with Netflix. Netflix is suffering hugely. Spotify doesn't want to do that using Meghan Markle. Even if they want to do it, even if they want to promote this podcast of Meghan Markle, Meghan will say, no, don't do this because you have seen what happened with Netflix. Therefore, you should stay away from promoting it. And we do not see Meghan Markle taking any initiative to promote her podcast, which is so far is a big flop. Guys, if you're new to this channel, interested in these topics, consider to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.